about a year after you suffered that injury, and you obviously had a difficult decision to make afterward, whether to come back or not. How do you feel about that decision today?
I don't regret it one bit. I mean, I love the guys I'm around. Coming back just to play with them one more year, it really seals the deal. Makes me feel good about my decision.
After all that you've been through here, all the program's been through since you arrived here in 2019, what does it feel like to know that your team is going to a bowl game this year?
Feels good. I mean, I've been here since 2019, so just building it up from there. It was a long process, but finally getting to the place where I'd say I'm pretty satisfied with what we're doing, but at the same time, we still have to keep pushing to get to a further level.
What have these last 4 years taught you about life?
A lot. I mean, taught me how to be a patient person. I mean, I was always patient, but with the injuries and with everything that's been going on, I mean, being patient is one of my greatest abilities right now, and it really helps me.
And what's the biggest thing that you've learned under Brendan Carroll in the last 3 years?
I mean, I learned a lot from him. I mean, you can see it on the film, just everywhere. I just take everything from him, and he's a real helpful coach. I mean, he's there for me all the time. He's there for everybody, actually, for everybody in the line room. So for him to be there for everybody, it just makes you feel like important.
David and Brian. Jordan, how would you describe this offensive line as it's constructed right now? From you to Wowo to Baker and Leif and Galito and Sabi and I mean, this is one of the better units that this school's had in a really long time.
Yeah, I love playing with them. I mean, we're in the trenches most of the time. I mean, all the time, pretty much. So for us to be able to trust each other and be one of the best O-lines in this program is really important to me.
Where do you think you've grown the most as a player?
I'd say probably leadership-wise. I mean, last year I was vocal, but I wasn't as vocal because of the guys who were ahead of me. So because I'm one of the older guys, it's important for me to step up and be one of those vocal leaders for my O-line and everybody else who looks up to me.
Brian and Justin.
Jacob, a couple for you. First, your thoughts on Johnny Manson getting nominated for an award for the top offensive coach, assistant coach in the country?
I mean, he deserves everything that comes his way. The work that he puts in and out, it doesn't go unnoticed. I mean, all the players notice it, and you guys are starting to see it on the field. So yeah, I mean, I think he deserves it and more.
And the last few weeks, there's been a couple more of the younger guys, Don Valesio, Deuce Lane, Aria Parrish, getting into games. As somebody who has developed through this program, how nice is it to see guys like that being able to contribute early on?
I mean, it's big for them. They're showing up on film. They're showing up on the scout team. So, I mean, the work that they've been putting in is starting to show up, and you can see on the field.
Justin and Michael.
What do you think has been the biggest just turnaround on the defense overall, in your opinion, Jacob?
I'd say the leadership, and then the way our coach has been pushing us. They're a big part of our success, and then our leaders on the defense holding each other accountable day in and day out, and we just love each other the way we play.
Michael and David.
Two for Jacob. The first one, what inspiration have you guys drawn from the fifth-year seniors who've been here since 2019, like Jordan, Michael Wiley, and those guys?
They just have a lot of experience. When I first got here, they kind of brought me in with open arms, so that meant a lot.
The last 3 games, you guys have had less than 10 missed tackles. As a team, I know you don't tackle a ton in practice. What do you think accounts for that?
I would say our swarm, the way we swarm to the ball, try to get 11 on the ball every play.
David and Justin. For Jacob, just how would you describe what you and your high school teammates have been able to do here? I mean, has it exceeded what you even thought in year 2 that you and Teteroa and Noah would be able to come in and have the type of impact on this program that you guys have had?
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's just us, though. I mean, like, we have guys like Jordan that play a big part, It's not just us three, but I feel like we're starting to try to kind of flip the program in the way that we want to. So I feel like we're going in the right direction. But it's the team and the coaches.
Justin and then Brian.
Jordan, what stands out to you when you look at a guy like Raymond Polito, and what did you take away from his first complete game this year?
I think size stands out. I mean, to everybody, he's 6'8", what, 330. He's a big freshman. I mean, so for him to be that big, it's a good I mean, shit. I mean, he's a big dude. He's a big freshman. So having that space filler for us in that experience later on will be good for us.
And then thoughts on Jonah Coleman and his skill set as a running back. What stands out to you about him?
He's a hard runner. I mean, he's hard nosed. He likes to put his head down and run through tackles and get those extra yards.
Brian and then Michael.
Jacob, from what you've seen on film, who is Utah closest to, or is it close to any of the teams that you faced this year in terms of the way they operate on offense?
Kind of like Oregon State, hard nose. You know they got good backs, so we got to try to stop them. But yeah, we know they're gonna come and they're gonna be tough. They're a tough team to beat, so we got to bring our A game with them.
One for each. For Jordan, Brandon earlier said that it seemed like maybe you were a little bit hesitant in the early part of the season, kind of feeling things out with your knee, and then the last few weeks, you just kind of, maybe put that to the side. How would you describe just sort of what that process has been like, feeling confident in your body?
Yeah, so like you said, like at the beginning of the year, it was like I was worried about someone falling on it or stepping wrong again or having a freak accident again. But as I went on, the confidence built up more and more in practices and all that. So just going into these last few games, it was more of a mindset to just like forget about it. Like you're good, you're healed, you're recovered. Like it's time to go.
Right, and for Jacob, following up on what Justin asked about Jonah Coleman, you've gone against him in practice many times. Why is he so hard to bring down to the ground?
He already has his leverage on most people, and he's just a hard-nosed back, just like Jordan said. He runs tough.
David and then Justin.
Jacob, what's your favorite thing about Noah and your favorite thing about T-Mac?
I don't have a lot, but I'm playing. I'll probably say just the way that Noah just keeps on pushing throughout everything, and he just keeps his faith, most important, through it all. And then for T-Mac, I'll probably just say, I don't know, a lot of things come easy for him. Don't tell him this, but a lot of things come easy for him, but it's crazy how talented he is, but I don't think he really knows how talented he is. But really, for me, is probably the work that he's been putting in this year. He wasn't really like this in high school, but he's been putting a lot of work this year. It's starting to show.
How are they away from the field?
They're good kids, man. I mean, put God first before anything. They're good friends. They're good friends to have.
Last question to Justin.
Jordan, is it crazy that this is your last home game, and what do you just remember just about all the home games you've played here at Arizona?
Yeah, it is crazy. I mean, I did the walk last year, but I didn't do it on the right foot. I mean, I came out injured and did the walk and didn't get to play and finish the year. So this year is a really important walk for me because this time I get to do it right, and it just means a lot. And I just want to finish this the right way.
What is your worst memory playing at Arizona State, and what is your best memory?
Worst memory was playing against the team up north. That 70-7 game, that was the worst memory. Best memory, I'd say, was probably, honestly, this year. I mean, all these games we've been winning at home, and we're so consistent, and it makes it all fun. It makes it all fun to be able to play with the team I'm with right now.
All right, that's our time.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.